I was given a mentor teacher, but she actually also wound up quitting Balloon around the same time I did.
Kate Ryan, WTOP News.
Some big money for Amazon and Google stockholders. We'll talk about that coming up. It's 5:07.
Well, all right. So that brief blurb that y'all heard is about the teacher crisis that's plaguing our nation. And what's crazy is that we have this H-1B, which is a student visa program for foreign students. Excuse me. I'll look into that one and see how our government treats us. We're losing our leadership within our communities, and especially when the nuclear family has been broken up due to feminism. And I say this with all due respect because I strongly believe that women, I believe in equal rights, I believe in all that hearty goodness. But what it comes down to is that World War II brought upon the necessity for women to join the workplace, and what the government officials saw was that, hey, all these men are overseas, but we're still getting our tax revenue because all these females are working. And so we gave them a bit of a social standing. And there's debates among here and there. I'm not going to get into that. But what it comes down to is, so how does all this pertain to the leadership role? Well, to teachers. Well, because the nuclear family was destroyed, families became two-income families, and that meant that one parent was not at the home while the other one was taking care of the finances. Meaning that the public educational system was then catering and has been catering to our society ever since that change. Do your own homework, alright? What's this got to do with anything? Well, if kids aren't being raised at home, if they don't have proper leadership at home, and they don't have proper leadership in a classroom, where are the kids getting proper leadership from? Then that falls upon sorry, the traffic's kind of jacked up. Then all that falls upon, well, in the future generations. If there's no leadership, then these children are going to be brought into a life of crime because they have no understanding of values, because the value system has been destroyed. And the importance of having family values is that it creates social values in the process. If there are no family values, then there are no social values, and therefore society cannot prosper, succeed, and society will not work. But what the hell do I know? I don't know anything. I just utilized 8 pages of my notebook. I'll show you this bad boy in a little bit. 8 pages of my notebook. It probably came out to, I say at least a solid 4-page essay with double space and proper citation. And so like 5 pages with citations and all that. But I did my own citations, and I gave credit where credit was due. But I should only say that I can turn those 8 pages into 6. People don't understand the situation that we're in, and within the next few weeks, people will understand the situation that we're in. Alright? Because the situation that we're in is pretty damn scary, and everyone that thinks that, oh, they have a nest egg. Well, there's worms in your nest. Alright? And as far as the death tax goes, the death tax is actually a good thing because that puts people in a higher echelon at the burden of extinguishing some of their assets, redistribution of economic wealth. Where the small man, the small person gets hammered is when a person dies, they're burdened with that debt if they can afford to pay. Meaning that if a person has $73,000 worth of debt when they die, and a person is making over $100,000 a year, and well, we'll break this down into payments, but you're paying for all this stuff, and by the time it's paid off, it's going to depreciate. So you're not going to get anything out of this. In fact, you're going to be losing money. And that's what happens with the debt tax. Now, when people die, their debts are not forgiven. And should they be? What happens to the people that die paying into social programs like Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid? Where does that money go? Maybe that should be used to offset the deaths and not used to offset the national debt. But I don't know anything besides traffic on 95. Because for some reason, we're still utilizing unsustainable fossil fuels. Well, I shouldn't say unsustainable, but we're utilizing fossil fuels, which are putting more carbon into the atmosphere than we have forests, because we've depopulated the forest because, well, that's natural capital. Lumber is natural capital. Among the other great aspects of natural capital, well, of natural, well, the environment, whatnot, that same atmosphere. For some reason, I mean, we're able to send people to the moon, right? But we haven't been able to change the formulation of energy that the average citizen utilizes daily. We haven't done anything in the last 100 years. Okay, we made things a little bit more efficient. That's fine. What's that really get us? It doesn't get us anything. Because realistically, we should be having battery banks around, and when our batteries extinguish, there should be a standard with the batteries at that. And so all auto manufacturers, they have this certain standard. And okay, and there's a free market and everything. And without turning this into a big jumbled mess, just say a standard battery. And I should be using my combustion engine to recharge the batteries, because I can set an idle speed and create an efficient engine developed specifically to recharge the batteries. And when those batteries become extinguished due to the fact that our battery technology isn't up to par, well, we go to these battery banks and we exchange our batteries. We should be having hybridization of our vehicles. Porsche, when he worked on the Nazi vehicles and whatnot, when he worked on one of the largest Nazi tanks, he was trying to decrease the weight. And in order to decrease the weight, he was like, okay, let's get rid of the transmission. One way to get rid of the transmission is with electric motors. And well, to power an electric motor, all you need is a diesel electric generator. For instance, you need a generator. And that was over 60 years ago. Alright? So why are we not utilizing that technology now? Just like my car is made of petroleum products. In and out. Just like the roads are made of petroleum products. Plastics, asphalts. Those are all petroleum byproducts. And we see that an industry has created a way to disseminate its waste to public. I can seriously go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. This is a redundant mentality. It doesn't make sense. But I'm a conspiracy theorist because I believe that there's a better way. Right?